Okay, postcard number 3. Loneliness. You ever heard the Beatles music? Look at all those lonely people. If you didn't, well, good. Just kidding. No, but for today, we're gonna talk about lonely people. And one of the things about lonely people is that our monkey brains. I forgot what name a part of the brain is, so I can, sound like smart, right? But not really, right? Is that the lizard brain, like this back of our brains, right here, is that it's still programmed on our instinct to just want to feel included. Because, of course, let me explain you a simpler way is that monkey is a tribal, and tribal unite together equals survival. Lonely means I'm in danger. And of course, it makes sense. Like, what do you prefer? One worker working alone probably would take like months or years, or two persons and cut in half time. You know that means it would finish the job more faster with two people, and it's better than one brain thinking alone, right? Than two brains using their creativity. The thing about loneliness and all that stuff is like because of social media. You will say social media. Well, yeah, it's like double-edged sword. Why I say that is because we have intelligence out of our hands. Like I can look up which part of the Bible or the Quran or any W religions and stuff like that, right? I'm literally looking at the Bible like, but literally you can look up any single thing and easily watch your shop. You can find any disease medicines for the atheist, right? And how Einstein thought about stuff and all that stuff. And you can look up like Top G got arrested and all that stuff, or you can just look up like times that feminists won the argument. You can look up so many stuff in the internet, but at the same time, it's just one makes us separated because it's like you against me and then the entire world, right? And it's like, yeah, not really great because that part of the primal part make us feel included and separate at the same time. And how do I demonstrate correctly is that one, you're literally talking to me like, well, not really, but in your monkey brain, your lizard brain is saying, yeah, I'm having a good conversation with this guy, really intellectual conversation with this. I'm Sigma Alpha male type of conversation right here. And be fair, yeah, because honestly, I've just like throwing thoughts at random stuff, and one of them would one day would actually hit the target. Now, of course, I'm just throwing at one thing, and it's like the target. It's not like I'm doing some exercise and doing all that stuff, but of course, it will hit once. So yeah, it's like you feel lonely. The good thing is you actually click on this video. Like if you click using all things, you probably not gonna feel lonely. You're gonna feel tired of me hearing you, and you're probably gonna start doing your exercises. Like literally, if I start like lifting weights, right? All of a sudden, you will start actually doing the same way. Like I do like the David Goggins style. Like yeah, guys, you have to stay hard and stuff. Yeah, I actually want to do that now. Two, three, 4, 5. I probably did 7. No, but the sake of the video, right, is that we're supposed to talk about loneliness. And of course, talking loneliness like makes us feel comfortable. And you also probably had thoughts on your mind. Is this 7? 5. Yeah, there we go. Crazy. I know it's pretty odd to see somebody to do exercise in the podcast. I still didn't research what is a podcast. Imagine as podcast definition is like you bring somebody in, like a second person, right? And you're like, ah, yeah, let's talk about this topic about loneliness. And then together it's like, whoa, that's incredible. And then the other one is like, yeah, what's up? But yeah, and yeah, also you can use this video as like great example to understand. To be honest, is more educational. Like you can have it in the background, you clean the clothes and all that stuff, and it's like, ah, yeah, it feels like a human being. And also, honestly, I really like about this is that if you talk like to me, like say, oh, that makes sense and all that stuff, right? It actually feels like you actually talking to me. So say something, say like a N word to me or some racist stuff. Not really racist stuff, but some kind stuff, or maybe the opposite. I don't know. Like, right now, tell me. Yeah. Imagine you say something bad and I just agree with it. Yeah, I totally. No, but yeah, yeah. But it's really fun how people feel lonely in the modern world. Honestly, all people are smart at the same time stupid. Like think about it. Like all people are quiet, right? And they do understand how to shut up and listen, right? But when everybody does it, it's like then nobody talks, and it causes like a weird dilemma with, are you just quiet? So literally, you had to break with ice and asking questions. Nah, but for me, I just say random stuff to random people, like at two something, right? I was speaking to this girl. One big tip for all the homies: let's just say random stuff to the woman, and the woman would actually will respond you with huh, or like, what do you mean by that, or like, ha 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 xd, or like, Emily, I don't know what type of slang is gonna be in the future. So yeah, that's big tip. If you want to start a conversation, just like ask random like drunk questions, something like that. Pretty helps. Like honestly, I got like this girl to text me. Well, not really. Then I wanted to text her, to be honest. I just said to her, right, when are you turning 18? Because she already rejected me, right? And she said, that's pretty odd question to ask me, but I'm gonna turn in 3 years. I was like, ah, okay. Bet. Literally, I just said bet. Literally, like everybody, and then afterwards, I asked her, like, ah, what is the thing? But of course, don't make her ask questions like, ah, yeah, I heard so many people like this name. I don't know, like something random, and maybe on your thought, like honest, like women like thoughts, your own thoughts, even though it's like really stupid sometimes. Like even me just speaking stuff right here, right now, like fixing my microphone. It's like this. I'm gonna get like a type of audience who does the same thing as me. Oh, I don't know what I did. I changed. You can see me both. No way. Literally, now this is a podcast. You can see multiples of me. You got the twisty me. My apologies. Yeah, but for real, yeah, that's the great thing about you talking your ass off. Like You will start figure out like your own people, your own type of people. Now, of course, like Mr. Beast, right? He was like feeling like the same way as probably you feel, right? When he had like a conversation, is like, yeah, pretty much feels like a weirdo and like a totally stranger, right? But once he finishes YouTube and all that stuff, right? Well, not really finished YouTube, but what I mean is that when he found the correct people, they actually become friends and he actually enjoys. That's why Chris and Chandler and all that stuff hangs around. Like, I kind of agree with them. Like, yeah, if you hang around with people, it's like incredible stuff. How do I connect this? No, no. Okay, okay. Um, don't ask questions. Shh. Not but for real, yeah. So yeah, you basically much you can do the same things and you will not get bored. Like if you start talking like random stuff like you are drunk. I call it you acting drunk because if you ever seen like movies or even a drunk person, especially in Juarez, if you're Mexican too, shout outs. Um like they get drunks in the streets like they sing like random shit. And they also get into fights, so make sure to not make them mad. If they say, "Oh, you gay," and you like think a certain way, just agree the points that you actually agree, but never talk on things that disagree. That's one big tip right there. So yeah, that's how you unfeel lonely. And sure, you can probably read How to Win and Influence Friends and many stuff like that, right? Probably I've recommended you actually reading it and try my method too, so you can have like you know about this thing, right? This what I'm moving on the screen. Well, you don't really see it. Whoever is like listening to it is you don't have like a certain app, and then I need to like click OK, but I don't have like the administrator password. So apologize to those people who are working out right now. They're checking out. Like, I honestly, I'm glad that you're hearing, or actually, hearing or watching the podcast, actually feeling unlonely. It's a great thing. So I'm gonna end the podcast right here, even though I should probably research what is a podcast. A podcast? Yes. I'm glad that you're actually watching this. Even if it isn't a podcast. Now you feel 5% unlonely. So watch another video of mine or watch somebody creator who thinks the same way or something like that. Honestly. And if you want to become successful, find somebody who already has that success and do that. So basically, what I'm saying is that find somebody who has already friends and understand how they actually act and all that stuff. Like, whoa, something like that. Really, let me tell you a story. I'm sorry for making other people fall off, right? But whatever. What? Oh, you gotta getting overexcited for no reason. So basically, on Juarez, right? The days when I was school over there, I would say weird shit, and everybody would be like, "Ah, that's funny," and you would be like friends and all that stuff. Literally, I was like not really the clown, but I was also not scared because one, I actually defend my friends, right? Because one, homies, and two, bros. Like honestly, if you're not defending your bros, like you're just a pussy. But that's I'm gonna save it for another podcast. Maybe I'm gonna do it once I finish this one because it really is like another thought on another thought. And also talk to your own self in the mirror. Sounds pretty mental and you're gonna go insane, right? But maybe you talking to your mirror. I cannot really pronounce it correctly. mirror and to yourself, right? You're probably gonna be not suicidal for sure, but you still gonna feel like depressed. So yeah, one big tip: probably talk to your mirror and start actually talking to random people. Like say random shit like, "Oh, I pissed myself in the bed." Like honestly, they're actually gonna start talking to you like, "Why do you piss yourself?" Honestly, like they're gonna say something. And maybe if you keep it up saying real shit, like honestly, they're gonna go with it. If not, they're gonna tell you, "Eh, you pretty weird." And of course, if it feels like doesn't really work, right? But if you just keep hanging out, they're actually gonna like start laughing and all that stuff. So yeah, if you want to not feel lonely, then find another video. We'll see ya.